Everybody can't smoke with Snoop Lion.
When the lion roars, the whole jungle trembles.
How you been, loved one?
I've been very, very blessed to hear these sounds today. That's what I'm really, that's where I'm coming from, man.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a transformation that was necessary. That's needed. That's, you know, well worked for. You know, you do so much in the industry, you like, you get to a certain point where you feel like, what else can I do? It's like as far as rap is concerned, it's not much I can do. I done done records with friends, some greatest record that never died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this, that, but it's like I haven't done what I really want to do. If you listen to my music that I play in my dressing room or whatever, you hanging out with me, it's normally like R&B or slow.
It's that slow jams. I know. You were
like,
bumping them.
Right in that lane. It's like I need that. I need to have something that I can project, and it propelled me to go that way. Instead of me saying, well, I'm gonna go do an R&B record soon, it propelled me to go to reggae, and it pushed me in that direction because the spirit called me. It was always who I was.
No, I heard everything you said downstairs, and one thing that jumped out at me, because everybody's been like, why has he changed his name from dog to lion? How does a dog turn to a cat and all that kind of stuff? But if you were listening carefully, I've been hearing the Dog-a-Muffin style for a minute now.
Always been there.
I mean, if I go back to a record like The Day the Ninjas Took Over, you say blah, blam, blam to them.
Listen to that sound to my nigga doggy dog, Dr. Dre, them boss gunshots. Diggity dags, that no BS, them boss gunshots. Come again now.
I mean, so where was that coming from? Where were you hearing that in your? Because we hear about G-Funk and the LBC and the Cali sound and all that, but where was Snoop Dogg hearing that?
You know what? It was a cat named Prince Itel Joe.
Okay. Now the story gonna be told. Let's get it. Let's get it down.
Right next, the Solar Records, where we was making the Chronic at, and he was our weed guy. He was our friend. And he was a reggae artist, but he was a weed man and the homie and all that.
He was about that life.
He was a gangster.
Yeah.
And I used to hang out with him. You know, hanging out with him, he rubbed off on me. You know what I'm saying? And certain songs just made me want to just. You know what I'm saying? Like reggae it out. I don't know why. I just did it. It just felt like I could do it.
So he was spitting that type of flavor too. Is that him on the Tupac record, on the Hail Mary record?
That's him.
Okay.
That's him on the song with me and Tupac called Street Life too.
Okay.
It's an underground song that we never released. It's an unreleased song.
Okay. What about Dre? Does Dre fuck with reggae too?
Remember Dre did DLC Funky Enough?
Okay.
Dre did Prince Admiral D was on the NWA album.
Okay. So it's all in there. It's all in the.
In there.
Yeah, exactly. So people act like it's brand new, but it's been
a part of what we do.
Yeah.
It's just never been in the foreground. It's
exactly.
Been in the background.
And plus, you're not just bringing the sound now. You're bringing the meditation behind it. You bring in
the whole way of life, the liberty of it all, the beginning, the happiness, the struggle, the whole function of the scene. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was important for us to go there and to get it, as opposed to just make a record and try to project.
Right.
LA or New York, that vibe.
Yeah.
We swallowed it by both parts.
I haven't seen the documentary yet, so I might ask questions that's answered in the film. But were you challenged by anybody down there? Were they like, "What are you really doing down here?" Was there any of that? Because Jamaica don't give a fuck. Like they will. You could be a big star or just somebody coming off of the boat.
No, I had one half of a problem. And let me explain the problem. It wasn't even a real problem. What it was, I went to go visit some motherfuckers on this street.
Yeah.
And one of my fans came onto the street, and he had a barbershop that was like maybe 2 houses away.
Okay.
And he wanted me to stop what I was doing, come to his barbershop, because he got a picture of Tupac and me in there.
Oh, okay.
So he like, motherfucker, I'm your #1 fan. Come over to my spot.
Okay. Okay.
So it was like I had to lightweight give him some game on. Look, man.
Yeah.
I see you when I see you. I'm not here to see you. I'm here to see them.
We doing this right now.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Take a ticket. Take a picture.
Instagram that shit. Yeah.
You know what we do.
But like on the spiritual level, like it sounded like you had some real intense conversations with the Rasta elders and things of that nature. I mean, what was the biggest insight that you gained by reasoning with these older dreads?
Direction.
Okay.
You know, because we always seek to find information. The only way to get information is direction. Be led to where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And when you accept the role of leader,
Yeah.
you have to know why you're leading and where you're leading.
Mm.
And I didn't know, so I always knew I was a leader. I was a good leader, but I needed to get more information to make sure that I was leading people to the light as opposed to darkness.
Yes. Well, you were on the top from the beginning, as you said in the trailer. You were at the top right from teenage years. You know, so you were a leader from day one, basically. But what do you think if you would have heard somebody say no guns allowed in those 187 days? I mean, would you have embraced that message?
No,
Even if...
No, because I had a gang of guns. Fuck that. If I didn't have none, I was going to give it pop because it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that was then. You can't change then from now.
Right.
That made me who I am. If I didn't go through that, to see the effects of having one, moving with it,
Mm.
the dangers of what it does when you got them. So it's like, I understand, like I can play both sides of it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
one with it, the one without.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, the one without it is the one that what you put out, you project.
Yeah.
When I move with it,
Right.
I'm looking for it. When I don't move without it, I ain't looking for it.
Then
my way.
it frees up your whole spirit, right?
You ain't looking for it. That was my train of thought, because when I had it, I was really looking for it.
Mm-hmm. You've been saying Bob Marley reincarnated on records for a minute now. It's not just this record. Going back to the Clones, Neptune's album, I think you had a joint talking about that. When that line first came to you, what did it mean to you? Does it mean something different now that you've been to Jamaica? And what were you saying when you first put that on a record?
It meant the same thing it means right now. It's just I didn't know that it meant that. First or the second time. It's like, one thing about certain writers, they write reality. Like when I was writing with Tupac, for example, whatever the fuck he wrote happened.
Pac was like that.
It was like that, and it was like you writing with him, and then you projecting the same shit. It's like you start to see it happening. You like projecting, and it's like, well, hold on. I don't think I want to die in this song right here. I think my character gonna live. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
it's like when you're young, you're unconscious. You just write the truth. You don't know if you're gonna live or not. So you just write the worst shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because motherfuckers can identify with the worst as opposed to a superhero that don't. And then it comes to life.
Exactly. The Rastas say word, sound, and power, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the power of the word. So that record that jumped out and grabbed me was that Fruit Juice record. What is that record about? Because like, it's all I know is that beat is nasty. You're talking about some fruit juice and different fruits. Like, take me back to that record. How did that one get put down like that?
I mean, you got the people that's in the studio and they doing their thing, and we got to taste the juices and fruits and whatnot. Music come on, they clowning around and come up with it. Before you know it, they got the words they play for me. I'm like, I do it. I lay it down, and once I laid it down, it sounded good, it felt good. It's like to me, it's a healthy song. It's about drinking fruit juices and being with my empress, us celebrating love and life. Putting the right things inside of you. Despite it sounding banging and whatnot, there's a message in there. It's like you listen to it, it's like fruit juice.
Yeah, take it back to the essence. And you're planting fruit in the streets of Jamaica for the youths to get a taste of that juice.
And it wasn't even meant like that. I didn't even know it was going to happen like that. It's just happening. It just seemed like it's so scripted, but it ain't.
It looked like the things you write are coming true now too.
Yes.
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 Serious thing.
That's what it see how it revolves.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I love reggae. I've been listening to a lot of reggae, and that right there is what I call a certified boom shot. That record is gonna be banging.
You think so?
Yes. When I hear it on a real system, I'm frightened to hear that on it.
This one your name for Juice. Number one you know me can lose.